Jer, I have a question.
Do Christians need to defend their faith?
No.
Okay, so if a Christian thinks they need to fight for their faith, have they been misled from following Jesus?
It's a very common idea, and the scriptures you talk about, be ready to give an answer. That usually moves from here's why I believe to I have to defend God. And this is what I see most Christians doing. I have to defend God from these perceived attacks in culture. This is where culture wars come from. And God doesn't need anyone to defend God.
Do you feel like we should be looking at the Bible as a whole, for an example, or Jesus primarily?
They should be the same. The Bible as a whole is pointing us to Jesus. Trick question.
Did I ask? Or I'm tricked by my own trick question?
No, I think that's the point of the Bible, is to point us to Jesus. So then the answer is both. It's the Bible as it's revealed in the person of Jesus, that's how Jesus read the Bible. So we see this example, and Jesus wasn't defensive. Jesus didn't walk around on eggshells, and people were coming at him left and right, and he had this just calm peace about him. And I think if more Christians had that kind of I'll answer why this makes sense to me, but I have there's no inner turmoil that I have to defend, it would be way more appealing to people. They would actually want to know rather than I gotta battle you.
But is this just human nature, not necessarily just specific to Christians? Because do you feel like people always want to defend things that they believe, even if it's not faith related?
Yes, but I have found if you feel the need to defend something, that's likely because you have an insecurity somewhere down deep about that belief. And someone believing something differently than you pings that insecurity. So to whatever degree you feel a knee-jerk reaction, I have to say something, I have to set the record straight, it's probably an indicator there's not a peace that you have about it. We should be able to have a conversation with someone and say, wow, I don't see it that way at all. Here's the way I see it. And not feel unsettled that the other person doesn't see it the way we see it.
Or that they're an idiot or
sure,
whatever.
We can honor that person, honor that experience. But this is where it gets into theology. If I believe that everybody who thinks differently than me is going to hell, then I do have a hypersensitivity to convincing you of my way, which is why that theology needs to go as well.